But before we get to the worst part of this game, let's go ahead and do the Lunarian's Tale, shall we? After the Great Battle, the Lunarians embarked on an endless journey, slumbering until the time was right. But one of them has awoken from a fearsome nightmare, only to find the moon's crystals brimming with a foreboding red light in their palace. Dun dun dun, as they say. Looking for him again? I wonder how he's faring. So do I. Do you think Theodore's safe? I wouldn't be concerned. He has Biggs and Wedge with him. They're both dead, as a reminder. But still. Listen, Rosa, you need not worry for Theodore. I know he understands. Dude, this game is way over twice as long as FF4. And that's not even close. In fact, when I finally do actually review FF4, I plan to do a comparison of times, because I'm actually really curious. Destiny is something you create for yourself. That's not what destiny means, Cecil. For future reference. Let me get you a dictionary, buddy. Don't worry. I got you. The worst part is the last chapter is the longest by far. So there's no way in hell we're beating this today. We'll get through this chapter, but we're only going to start the last chapter. Oh my! So, Corio, sir, you have to see this. What's all this ragged for? The moon, sir. What? Wow! That is some grade school play levels right there. Look at that. Alright, Cecil. No! Cecil. I will kill you, Cecil. I finally know Bio. You can't wait, Cecil, stop! Ugh. There's all the other Lunarians we never actually saw last time around. Ugh. Yeah, he woke up from cryo sleep. That's impressive, really. Was that just a dream? Why have his name be question marks when you literally just called him Golbez seconds ago? Also, Golbez is jacked. We've already talked about this. Like, seriously, this dude works out. Alright, before we move forward, thank you for the sub. Give me one moment, and I will jot that down. For Time Splitters, Simpsons Hit and Run, and Pikmin 1. Of course that guy has a porno bag. Why wouldn't he? Come on. It gets boring being in cryosleep. Oh wow, he doesn't even say anything. There's just a shop who literally says nothing. He's just here to be a shop. Like, he's also in a stasis tube? Oh my god. Did we, like, steal this poor dude and just kind of be like, here you go. Your position here is to stand here and be a shop when anyone asks. That's kind of horrible. Tubing way. Oh my god. See, here's Rifat Zeromus. Uh-huh. Yes. Game. 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 I can feel this disturbance of the Force. Damn it, Golbez. Oh yeah, we start at level 30. Which means Golbez is canonically the same level as Sid. No! Pillars of Snow. No, no. No, no. Yep, we're just walking back through the final dungeon of FF4 here. No encounter. Oh, hang on. About to say no encounters or no chests, but. I was wondering what you were trying to say with away, Pillars of Snow. What does away mean? What was intended by that sentence? This is really boring. Not that I'm complaining about having no encounters, it's just like, seriously? Are we just walking out of the entire subterrane? Is that what we're doing? Like, for real. Hi, Walker. Don't worry, we'll be back to the subterrane. Twice. Yeah, I just had a bowl of cereal. Okay. I'm eating a little on the cheap right now. I imagine most people are. Except for rich snobs, of course. Oh my god, we really are. We're just walking out of a 11-floor dungeon. That's just what we're doing here. Yep. No, this is Golbez's tale. Sorry. The Lunarian's tale. Oh, hey, an enemy. Holy crap. Sudden song shift. Please tell me we're not walking. I'm gonna give this its own negative. We're just literally walking out of the entire last dungeon here. Speaking of dungeon reuse. Yeah, cow is just a little too expensive right now. What's funny is in some areas, meat prices have gone up so much that people have stopped buying meat. And naturally, in the immediate reaction to that, people have been raising the prices of meat to make up for the lost sales. You can guess how well that's been going. God, it's Flame Man! What does his ability do? Stop enemies from moving. Oh my god. Okay. Listen, Pillar Snow, listen. You just don't think like an ultra-billionaire, okay? You gotta think the long-term view, right? Meat is for the rich, okay? You peasants go eat, like, vegetables and stuff. Ugh. Garbage. Disgusting. Ugh, ugh, ugh. How do they actually taste, Ross? Like, how they be... Oops, I actually want to grip that. A financial locust. I like that phrase. I mean, I hate that phrase, but it's an appropriate phrase. I mean, yeah, you're never going to get as good of a tortilla as something handmade. Like, that's... I've had handmade tortillas. Those are amazing. I haven't made my own. I should do that someday. I love tamales. You kidding me? I didn't used to, because all I'd ever had was like frozen tamales, but like actual real tamales, I would kill for those. I would murder everyone, every billionaire in the world to have one good tamale. You know, I just noticed there's basically been no dialogue this chapter. We're just walking out of the last dungeon with Golbez. Occasionally fighting monsters. What is this chapter? This is, yeah. And it is. It's the, we're up to B4. For those of you not aware, it's B4. It goes down to B11. What is how far down in this nonsense we are? It's a big dungeon. It's the last dungeon of the game, of the original game. Dude, does anybody not like Hatch chilies? I mean, I'm sure there are people who don't. I had a random thought during the lunch break while I was eating cereal. It is entirely possible that when we go through the 3 versions of FF4 we're going to, it still won't be as long as this game is. That is not a joke. We're already at the point where we could say we are dozens of hours into this. It's growing stronger. Okay. Yep. That's where we're at with this. Oh, okay. Literally won't let me go there. Yeah, exactly, Ross. I don't mind paying for quality. I also don't mind paying to support someone who's smaller scale, less mass-produced. Those two things usually go hand in hand, although not always, of course. Oh, hey, a helmet. No, what did you pay, Ross? Dare I ask? This is still going. I'm vaguely weirded out by all of this. The good news is we're almost there, finally. So anyways, that was the last dungeon of the original game. Hope you liked that. Enjoyed the negative. That is way cheaper than I was thinking, Ross. Yeah, we've been going through the last dungeon for about 20 minutes now. Just leaving the last dungeon. The crystals, they're the color of blood. No! Okay. Whew. The dark, dispelling light must be unlocked. They were created, the crystals alone. The rightful possessor. They are infinite, the rightful ones, floating in the void. The history has been recorded. It must be revealed. What do you got? Oh my gosh, you have so many. Why do you have so many? Oh, thank you. That's easy. I'll put it with the others right here. Thank
Actually,
you.
I want you to have all of the rest.
No, not all of them.
I thought you wanted the circle.
Yeah, take it.
I wanted it didn't fall.
It's okay. We would have found it.
That one's a tiny one, though.
Yep.
Give you a couple flowers to your collection. New ones.
That's right.
Meh.
Squish,
Darkness
squish,
and
squish.
come. And there's even this cute little bow.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put that over here too.
That's a good place for it, I think.
But we have to be careful with this last one.
That one's really small.
And it rolls. The
Mhm.
trick is to put it on right there.
There we go. Thank you. Now give me here.
Now you have a lot of sparkles and flowers.
Now go.
First, can I have a fishy?
Yes, you may.
I keep thinking about the watermelons.
I know. I'm sorry.
We should get more of those watermelons.
If we can find some good watermelon, we'll get you some. That doesn't look like you're going.
I want the watermelon candy.
Oh, the water. You mean the slices? Or do you mean the actual watermelon candy? We haven't had those in a while.
The actual watermelon candy.
Okay, we'll have to find some of those then, too. That's easier to find, because it's processed.
Oh my god. That was
Please do not play on that. And that is why, right there. That would probably hurt a lot.
That's why now I'm going slower.
The history has been recorded. It must be revealed. The light at the end of the winding path. It has come, the object of our search.
Hold on. Are you playing it or
This is me playing. See,
are you just reading?
I am playing and reading. Waiting endlessly, the great secret sequestered. Well, I'm sure all of that definitely isn't foreshadowing for something horrible in the final boss, which will get so many negatives. So many negatives.
How do you know it's gonna get negatives?
What?
How do you know it's gonna get negatives?
Because I've played this game before. So here's Fusoya. Or Fusoya. I've heard both.
Victoria.
Fusoya, you were aware of this? What do you think the crystals are trying to tell us? Something is happening here, something that is beyond all of our understanding. What could have happened to our moon while we were in stasis? Okay.
I'm not famous at doing the party.
Yay.
Llama famous. Llama. Llama famous. Llama famous. That's not a name.
This is the weirdest arm hug ever. There you go. Ah! Ah! Gotcha.
I did the kitty hug.
Yeah, the way they spelled that was always kind of, okay, whatever. I forget if it's left or right. By the way, Reggie, you're secretly half Lunarian.
You're dead.
And dead. Okay, it was the left one.
Is the what?
Oh, it was also the right one. Damn it, I forgot we have to do both.
bitch.
Well, one heals your HP and status, the other heals your mana.
Restored. Not restored. Wait, who's restored?
Oh, hey, there's Meteor. And Flare.
What's Flare?
Well, I'll try to show it off for you.
First things first, gotta say, I'll do it, my head. Why are you staring at me?
Because you were singing.
Wait a second, now. Woo!
See, there's singing happening.
Wait a banner. Woo!
This continues to be singing. I'm very weirded out. What is this strange and alien thing called singing? Are we seriously just walking our way out? What are we doing? What is...
Nothing.
We're just walking on the moon. We don't have a destination or anything. We just happen to be going back the only path that exists, because this is the path you take in the original game to get to the dungeon we just left. What is this nonsense?
Oh my god, what are those?
Okay, so I promised you I'd show you a flare. So hang on. Here's flare. It's gonna take a minute. Hang on. Oh shoot! I may have just killed them all. I'm sorry, I killed them all. I'm sorry.
Why?
I didn't mean to, really. I was just like, I'm dumb.
Why do you mean I'm sorry, Kill?
I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
What were you supposed to do?
Just wait there until the flare went off. Okay, this time we got this. Okay, you ready?
Okay, so we killed one.
Yep,
What's
we got
the
one.
other?
Well, we're gonna get those with bio, obviously.
What's the other one?
I don't know. Oh, you mean Meteor? Oh, sure, we'll use Meteor. Give me a second. Hello, baby, baby. What are you doing in here?
Let's go!
I see it.
I see it. Ooh,
All right.
good job.
Hang on. Just waiting. Waiting. Okay, baby bear. Baby bear. Ready? Ready?
What?
Meteor. Yep. Best spell in the game. It doesn't look very good. It takes way too long to cast. Bio is actually a better spell. But Nuke is arguably a better spell. Alright, now we're back on the moon. Now scooch. Why are you guys in my room?
I want to be on the bed.
I don't want to be on the moon, but I do want to give you a fish. No! Fish?
Yeah. I just have to pick my thing. That's
Fish.
probably sounds for Hayla.
Fish. Fish. Wouldn't that be Lunaruthian, though? Or just Ruthian. I don't know. So I'm already thinking 2 negatives for this. This is so long and drawn out and stupid. This is silly. Nothing. That's the thing. Like, Golbez woke up from his cryosleep, walked out of the last dungeon, the whole thing, all 11 floors, and now we're just walking across the lunar landscape. And I don't know where I'm going, or what I'm doing, or why. There's been some vagueness from the crystals who are talking about the final boss. That's about it. And now we're just slow motoring our way. We're almost at 30 minutes now of just walking out of the freaking lunar subterrane. And we're going to the spot where the lunar whale would be if it was there, which it obviously isn't. Okay. What's this? Okay, so this is the ways. Okay, so there's a meteor strike. Fusoya is the leader of the Lunarians. The peace we've retained on the moon is all thanks to him. Uh-huh. Once we had to deal with an evil Lunarian named Zemus, but that's all in the past. You're telling this to Golbez. And more to the point, you're telling this to players who've played FF4, because that's your target audience. This moon used to revolve around the blue planet. Our moon has wandered adrift in space since leaving the blue planet's orbit. Bit romantic, no? Okay. Our moon is home to Bahamut, hallowed father of the Eidolons. That's, yeah, that sounds about right, Dragon Player. Someone was watching. Climb up the plateau and travel southward. Once you're back down, go northeast and reach the lair of the Father. They say some really nasty monsters show up in the lunar tunnel when the moon is gone. Except the meteor struck not too far away from Bahamut's cave. Okay, so I have a destination and a reason to go there now. Now that I've left the entire last dungeon and crossed half the moon's surface. Listen, Reggie. I've played Earthbound. I know how this works. I mean, it's nice to finally have some real spells. I haven't used this special ability yet. I don't remember. I actually looked up what it does, and I don't remember right now. What the heck does this thing do? Stops enemies from moving. I need to figure out what that means. So this is even more irritating, because look, there's the last dungeon right there. I could have just walked over here. But because I didn't know where I was going, I just followed the only route I knew. That's just vaguely irritating. let's go to the Bahamut lair over here. Pressure. Yeah, he's what Theodore probably was supposed to be. Except black instead of white. It's literally just stop. He just uses the stop ability. Okay, whatever. I forget what Bless does. I remember I used it, but I don't remember what it does. Yeah, that sounds about right. But let's find out. Gradually restores HP and MP. There you go. Well, there's the lair of the father. Which we are not going to right now. One party member from each FF I would want to be a gaming buddy with. Well, there's no party members in FF 1, 2, or 3, so we're going to skip all of those. Where? Oh, that's up there. I know where that is. Yeah, I saw that plate to all like, what are you? Yeah, okay, whatever. There it is. From 4? I feel like Rosa or Rydia would be the funnest to play video games with. Let's go with Rosa. There must have been a meteor strike here. Eh? Yes, the ground is rotting. Whatever that means. It's eating away the land itself like a parasite. This is no mere meteor. What do you mean? I can't say anything beyond that for now. Even I am at a loss. Okay. From 5? Galuf would be fun, but he'd be a dick about it at the same time. So, I'm gonna go with Ferris. Yeah, Galuf would be the kind of PvPer who isn't, like, toxic, but he's still a PvPer, right? He'd be the guy, you know, trying to blue shell you at every opportunity in Mario Kart, or the guy who's screen watching in GoldenEye, right? It would all be in good fun, but still, not the kind of guy I want to play with. So, yeah, I'll go with Ferris there. So then we have 6. Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Let me come back to 6. So from 7... Honestly, I'm actually going to stick with Cloud. He would be all embarrassed about it, but he is just enough of a Dorcas that he would probably really get into whatever we're playing, in a good way. Right? Like, I could picture Cloud being really into board games, in a positive sense. Zach? So this is going to sound strange. Zach is like that surfer bro. He's a good dude. He's positive, he's helpful, he's you know, encouraging. But he looks at something like video games or board games and he just doesn't get it. Doesn't process for him. Like, why would we'd be sitting here doing this? No, Zach's the kind of guy who'd try to convince you to go out to do paintball with him. So, 8. Don't mistake me, I'd actually love playing paintball or, you know, going surfing with Zach, but that wasn't the question. This is a gaming buddy. I was leaning towards Zell. Zell feels like Zach, but a little bit more geek. You know what I mean? Like, he is the kind of guy who would be completely unashamed to be really into card games, right? Ah, that hurt like hell. What? Oh yeah, Zell is scary good at Mario Kart. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. The obvious pick from 9 would be Vivi. Zell would think about using a blue shell. And if he ever did use it, he would feel bad. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, hang on. So moving on to 9 for a second. So Vivi is like the seemingly obvious pick for 9, and honestly, Vivi's a good pick. I would pick Steiner. You know Steiner would get into it. Like, he'd be a little uptight about it, and he'd be a little bit like, this is not for me. But the moment he started playing it, he would just love it. He would just be like, yes! He would be super into it. Yeah, exactly. Steiner would not know what he's doing, and he'd be all in. That is exactly right. Just cheering. Good show, Master Vivi. In fact, of all the ones I've picked so far, I think Steiner would be, like, if you had forced me to pick just one, Steiner might be my top pick from all the FFs. Granted, I haven't done 6 yet. Oh, I could never do that to Vivi. Poor Vivi. So hang on, then we'll move on to 10-2, which is just the trio. We're gonna skip that, because it's just the trio. And that leaves 12. Oh, I did skip 10. Sorry. I didn't mean to. 10. Well, obviously Lulu. So I can have something to look at. Well, I'm kidding. Who from 10? Yeah, no, Waka and Zach fill a similar role. Like, again, I would go to the beach with Waka, but I don't think I'd sit down and play Mario Kart with Waka, right? And who might you be? By the way, I went and double-checked my statement. Yeah, the original Rydia art and original Rydia images were very Rydia. She was clearly designed to be, oh my god, it's Rydia. They just threw that out the window later on. Why do you want to know? There should be 8 more crystals on this moon. 8 more? What are you talking about? No reply? Then don't expect one from us either. It makes no difference. What? Hey, Nordame. I will have all the time I need to search for them once I obliterate the both of you. So can we finally kill one of these yahoos? Find out. Ashura! Oh, goody. Why? Why are you summoning the Eidolons? Hey, Her Royal Floofness. Start getting our MP back up. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's try Thunder? Thunder might work. Hi, sis.
Hi.
Oh, my God.
That guy is 2 people sitting on a sword.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, we didn't die. White magic. Where's my cures? Where's my cures? There it is. Heal! Heal! Keep trying Thunder. God, that bio is awful. So... okay. Do I do have Shell. Let's go ahead and do that.
Anything else other than what I bought?
No. Oh, you... Oh, whatever. It is a nice boss song. I actually rather like it. Yes. Well, I'm getting my ass handed to me, but yes, you know, it counts, it counts. Let's get another ether going, because we are really low on mana. I'm just gonna keep doubling down on Thundaga. Do we have a band? We do not. I was just wondering the same thing, but well, especially since she just shelled. So let's see. Thundaga with shell does 2,000. Let's do a straight up attack, because we're boosted on attack right now, too. 400! Whoa! Okay. Yeah, okay. Back to magic. Back to magic. I was thinking that, but that is so little damage. I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. Let's just keep pouring. Yeah, no, this song is supposed to convey alien. Whether it does or not is a matter of debate. Can I dispel? I probably shouldn't bother. Is he still hasted? He is still hasted. Oh, hang on. Okay, that sucks. She has got a lot of health, doesn't she? I'm knocking off thousands per hit. And she's just like, what? Ooh. Let's do a bio. Let's pray here. It's probably gonna do like 800, but still. 780. Alright, let's see if we can rob. Anything? Nope. Damn. Okay. This is getting bad. Let's get some Agas going on here. This might be our first real boss fight the entire game. I just realized that. You have an enemy who has an invincible summon, who is just sitting there supporting, and she herself has level 3 magic that she's just flinging at you. If this goes on too much longer, I think I'll have to. I'm going to go ahead and do another round of Blessing just to get some mana going. It's not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, exactly, Reggie. This is exactly what Rosa should have done in the fight against Edward. Just sitting there. Invincible. Shell, protect, cure. Right. Ah! I'm so close. Okay, whatever. It's just... Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm out of ethers. So I may have to do that terrible, terrible strategy. So let's do... Before we run out of mana completely, where's Wall? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna regret this. I gotta just tell right now I'm gonna regret this. Let's see how this works out. Honestly, go back to Blessing. Let's get our mana back up. We are bone dry on mana. Yeah, we are doing so little damage. We've dropped our damage factor by about to about a 10th. Yeah, let's keep Blessing for right now. I notice Ashura isn't doing anything. Like, she noticed the reflect and is like, eh. Oh, never mind, here we go. try something slightly different here. No, no, no. Wow, the blood sword actually is my best weapon. Never mind. I figured I was just using it for the heal. Because, I mean, usually the blood sword sucks, right? You just use it because it's a heal. Hi, Trihexia. Yeah, true. The ancient sword is kind of garbo. Of course, Golbez has terrible weapons. Why wouldn't he? Please have the reflect still up. Okay, reflect is still up. Although it keeps reflecting to Golbez. He doesn't need healing. I have another idea. This is risky, but let's put another reflect up on Golbez. Oh, her reflect just fell, speaking of which. So I'll have to reapply that in a second here. And I'm out of mana. Shoot. And she targeted Fusoya with the spell instead of Golbez. Shoot. Okay. Please stop targeting Fusoya. Please. Please target... Please. Oh, thank God. And it reflected to Ashura, who's invincible and Fusoya's dead. Great! Okay. Okay, so now we've basically just lost, because we actually can't out-damage the Cure. I have a Phoenix down. I'm debating if it's even worth doing. Also, Fusoya continues to be a flat pancake when he's dead. Never isn't funny. Alright, let's get Fusoya up. Get up, and then don't die instantly, please. I'm also gonna potion you because you're pathetic. Alright, now I need you to bless, because we still have no mana, and I need to get that reflect back up on her. This is an actual fight. Jesus Christ. This does not bode well. We have a lot of bosses ahead of us. That's true. I could get one spell in right now. Literally one. Probably worth doing, so let's do it. How much does reflect cost? 30. Oh. You know, maybe I'm just used to games like these. I've heard people make fun of me for getting into it when I've got a boss battle like this, where I really have to be paying attention and try to outthink my enemy and all that fun stuff. And they're like, "Why are you getting so intense?" And it's like, "'Cause I'm on the verge of death!" It's all turn-based. Who cares if it's turn-based? I mean, this is actually a smart fight, really. She doesn't really do much herself. She just sits there and casts level 3 spells. But we have the spell defense to not be absolutely destroyed. Oh!
Okay.
No, we got her. We have the defense to not be destroyed by that. And she's got a support mage just sitting there, essentially casting, what was it? It was like shell... I don't remember what that is. Shell attack Kiraga. Just in a cycle. That was simple, but good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first singular content positive that this game has gotten. Everything else has been like, you know, there's structure and kit and enemy design. No, that was good. Holy crap. 20,000 health. Oh god, no wonder that took so long. Listen, Lo.
Looks like we're doing a leftovers thing.
Okay. So I've been asked by chat, do we have any word on the electrician?
If we had word, I'd have already told him.
So at this point in my life, I'm starting to like when I say the electrician, I don't remember his name. I've been told that.
Johnny.
Johnny is his name. But when I hear the electrician, it sounds like a supervillain name, right? What are we doing? I don't know. We are waiting for the electrician. Right? Right? Like, anyways. Why do your feet hurt? You've been walking a bunch lately? Well, I mean, we did yesterday. No, 2 days
I
ago.
did lots of the walking today, too.
What happened today?
I just got lots of steps in. No, I don't need Jaruba.
Yes, the electrician has issued his demand. We have yet to get a reply. I've always loved how Fusoya doesn't get any stat ups when he levels. And by loved, I mean hated. Frickin' hell. We have slain her. Yes, she was stronger than her appearance would lead one to believe. Why would a girl like that be wielding eidolons? I don't know, but I suspect it bodes ill for us. Good luck, Kenixco. Bahamut resides in a cave north of here. I think it's best if we check up on him. Oh god, we have to go to the frickin' Bahamut cave. Okay. Well, white magic just got worse, and we're still very low on mana. So that's cool.
Go drink some water.
I need a mage! I don't have a mage in the party. My FF14 viewers are like, what? Now, WoW viewers are just nodding.
I need a mage table. Need a mage table and some cookies.
Yeah, can I get a cookie, please? I could really use one after that fight. Just good god.
They're still right?
I'm gonna start running for battles because we are hilariously low on mana. Like, just it's comical. Yeah. Those are undead? The knighted armor dudes are undead, apparently.
Oh, that one.
I'm gonna switch off the blood sword if we're gonna be fighting that kind of crap. He's lucid dreaming. Okay, lol, Reggie. You got me there. Try ether. Woo! Ant dot. Sure, we'll try this one. Let's see if we can take out 3 random trash mobs after that fight with no mana. We might. As long as they don't petrify me, Jesus. Oh, and to answer you, Blade Javel, sorry. Bless apparently goes for like 3 rounds, and then it cancels, and then you have to cast it again. That's why I kept recasting it. 3 or 4 rounds, I wasn't counting, but eventually he goes back to just being normal. See, yeah, but there's these undead jackasses. And the slow spell. Yep, that's and more slow. Thank you for slowing both of my party members.
You're welcome.
Just okay. I just noticed Golbez is like not really leveling. I don't even know if his stats are going up. I guess we'll find out, because he's pretty close to a level. I've been paying attention. That would be funny, because he's half Lunarian, right? So maybe his stats do go up? Oh, he gains stats, not HP, whereas Fusoya gains HP and not stats. Cute. If true. Can I have a little bit better of a mana pool? Good God. This is kind of mean. That was a pretty rough boss fight in the middle of a dungeon. Oh God, Golbez is so beefy. Hey, Ulto. Hope your Taco Tuesday is Tuesday tacoing. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this. This is an ether. I could probably handle this one. Oh, jeez. No, we can't. Run! 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 And Golbez is dead. No, bad design is having to walk out the entire final dungeon over the course of like half an hour. That's bad design. Jesus Christ.
Which this game has also had you do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I am actually going to switch back to the Blood Sword.
Eat a berry, Roselia. Go in the bowl. I'm telling you, I really need that spell. Get in the damn bowl!
Oh, right. I never finished answering Mr. Red's question. Okay, so hang on. So we were at 12, I do believe. Someone mentioned Pinello. I think she would just be generally positively inclined enough that that would just be fun. Yeah, so I'm kind of inclined to agree. Balthier probably wouldn't be into it. Vaughn would, like, be into it but suck, and he's the kind of guy who would throw a fit. Like, he's a table flipper, right? I mean, the Lunar Subterrane is 11 floors long, Reggie. I think it's worse. So, Pinello feels like a good pick. Vaughn would be awful. Bosch would just kind of... yeah, Balthier would be a power gamer, absolutely. He'd be trying to exploit and game the system. Fran would just... There's only two ways Fran would go, right? She'd look at it and be like, why would I play this? Or she'd look at it for a few seconds and then just, like, become this master god tier at it and crush you like a bug. Okay, we got stats. Woo, we got stats. Yeah, it's one of the two, right? Either she'd just have no interest or she'd be death. Let's go this way. So yeah, I feel like Pinello is almost the by default choice there. Still a good choice. You know what? I'm just gonna run from these battles because I don't really have the mana to deal with these. So let's just not. And we're not gonna talk about 13. Nobody talks about 13. Although, amusingly, almost everyone would be insufferable to play board games or video games with an FF13. No, think about it for a second. Hope would whine the entire time. Vanille would be off, like, spacing and not paying attention to the rules, which I've actually played games with people like that. You know, when they're clearly not into it, and so they're just like, la, 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 and I'm like, it's your turn. What? It's your turn. Huh? Yeah, no, she's chasing butterflies, exactly. Lightning would just be like the most insufferable elitist asshole about the game, and also suck at it. And so she would be very like, ugh, I wasn't even trying this time. I just let you win. You know, that kind of a thing. Man, I bought all these high potions. Jeez Louise. Snow would actually be the worst. Like, straight up. Snow would be spending the entire time being like, yeah, this is great, I'm doing this, and it would just be miserable. It would just be absolutely miserable. He wouldn't be playing the game right. He would have no real interest in the game. He'd spend the entire time annoying you. Zaz is the only tricky one. I feel like Zaz would politely be like, "No, I'm good. I don't play video games." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay." Because Zaz is cool. He doesn't want to be a dick, right? Yeah, he's off playing poker, exactly. Yeah, you got a little more my style here. Like, he would invite his son to play. That would be cool. Oh yeah, and Fang would be a straight up PvP griefer. She would, even if she's on your team, she's the kind of person who would hit you with a red shell, even knowing, like, even if you're doing like a co-op thing, right? So that's 13, and I'm not going to go past that. But let's rewind, because I never did 6. So let's just kind of go through 6 in order. So first and most obvious choice is Kefka, the main character of the game. Amusingly enough, I think Kefka would actually, like, if we remove the murder quotient, I know that sounds like a weird proviso, I think Kefka would be pretty fun to play the game with. Because he would get entirely into it in, like, an enjoyable kind of a way. Until he got bored of it. And that would be the caveat right there. I'm not picking Kefka, that's a terrible pick. So, Terra. Yeah, about 30 minutes it would be awesome, and then he'd get bored, and then bad things would happen. Kefka, stop stabbing the other players. Why? You can't stab the other players. Why?
Why?
And there would just be this genuine frustration. Like, he does not understand. Why not? Why can't I?
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, come on. Look, I'm not killing them. Yeah. I like Blake Devil's right. I can. Yes, I can. I'm literally stabbing them right now. See? I can do it. So yeah, I don't think Kafka would work out well. Terra. Terra doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would be into that at all. Except there's a weird caveat there, okay? Terra would have like one specific thing that she's really into. Probably a specific genre, right? And whatever that genre is, it just clicks with her. So she's super shy about it, and she doesn't want to like bother other people to bug them
But
to play
she
with
will
her.
wipe the floor with your ass.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, whatever that one game is, she just owns that. And that's just her shtick, right? So, Locke. I feel like Locke wouldn't be into games at all. I feel like he would be like, he would sit down, he'd play with you to be friendly, you know, to be a good friend. But he would not be enjoying himself. He'd be putting it up with it for you. Edgar would love it. Edgar would just be like, hell yes! And just oh, yeah, what's this? What other kind of games you got? What about this thing? Oh my god, I should do this. Have you tried this? Yeah, dude.
I just found this new one.
I just found this new game.
Have you heard of Checkers?
Oh my god. See you around, Loke. Have a good day. Have a good day at Wake.
Or that's not even like the most solitaire.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the most original
I've discovered
game
Solitaire. Have you played this game? This is crazy. Have you played Tic-Tac-Toe? I was trying to play it with Sabin, but he would... Speaking of which, yeah, Sabin would be the Zach problem. He's friendly, he's affable, he does not want to play games. You want to go to the gym? You want to go to the beach? Sure. You want to sit down and play games? He's just looking at like, huh? Why are we playing this?
What's the point?
Yeah, I don't get this. Okay, hang on. Moving forward. So then we encounter... Who's our next party member? I guess Mog? I feel like Mog would have a bit of the butterfly problem again. Like, he would be like, oh, this is... okay. And then he'd just roam off, right? Like, I don't know. Jeez, we spent a while there. If it's Brooklyn Mog, oh, then he would insist on playing for real money. little bit different of a problem there. Who's after Mog? I guess I'd be Gao. So yeah, Pillars just already mentioned the Gao problem. Gao is eating the controller. Gao is very smart, but he doesn't see the point of it. Huh. Anyways, I'm just gonna let this happen. I love Fusoya's dead sprite, I really do. So, yeah, then Cyan is next. And Cyan is just freaking out over the whole thing. But he secretly yearns. he secretly yearns for it. Like, every time we successfully push past his phobias to actually play with him, Cyan loves it. 100%. In fact, Cyan might be my pick from 6. I'm torn between Cyan and Edgar so far. Yeah, exactly, Reggie. Hang on, so Cyan, and then we go there. We don't. So Celeste. Oh yeah, Shadow. I skipped over Shadow. That's a good point. There we go. Black Magic boosted. Shadow would be the person who goes to tournaments. Shadow is the worst person to play against because he's not interested in having fun. He is interested in winning. And he would. Because he is a professional gamer. And he would crush you like a bug. Like, I would not want to play against Shadow at all. Would he be a dick about it? No. He would be completely straight-faced. I've actually seen this kind of player. In fact, it's semi-common in Korea. Where someone will just sit there and destroy you. They'll shake your hand afterwards. Like, good game. But they will wipe the floor with you. Yeah, exactly. It's a job. It's a job. They're not here to hurt you. They're not here to be hurt. If you won, if you somehow beat them, they would probably still shake your hand. That's just kind of how that works. I'm just going to run from all these. I need to save my mana. I've got another boss fight coming up against another mysterious girl. Spoilers. Yeah, exactly, Kenix Cow. It is a semi-common thing. Yeah, good game. So, hang on, where was I? So, Celeste. I'm going to come back to Celeste. Give me a second, okay? So then we move forward. We have Setzer's next. Setzer's funny because I think he would be reasonably fun to play games with. But ultimately, he would not be after the same thing I am. Setzer is unironically the kind of person who would get sucked into the predatory loop of a casino in real life, right? He likes the randomness. He likes the high. Yeah, he's probably over at the poker table with Zaz. Exactly. Yeah, he's the kind of person who would probably get way too into gacha in real life. After Setzer, that would leave us with Realm and Strago. You know Realm would be a brat. I love her to death. Realm would be a brat. Whether she's into it or not, she would be whining and complaining and yelling, and it would not be fun. Strago. Have you ever met that player who's not very good? And...
Play
God.
with them because they're a decent person?
Well, no, well, actually, that is a valid archetype, but that's not what Strago is. Strago is really bad at the game, and he gets really upset when he loses, and really happy when he wins. Like, he rubs it in your face. Like, yeah, I owned you. Yes, I'm so good. I'm awesome. Because he has an extremely small self-esteem. He needs that win. That's a... What in God's name? Let's save before we fight that, huh? It's just this giant tentacle monster. Like, what? And that leaves us with Umaro, who's picking his nose. And Gogo. Gogo would actually, of all of these, be the worst to play with. Because Gogo would just do whatever you do. Yeah, Gogo is just straight up a mirror match. And that gets really frustrating, speaking from experience. Which leaves me with Celeste. I think Celeste would be my pick from 6. And here's why. I feel like Celeste would be, given all she's been through, and given how much of her childhood was robbed of her, I think she would embrace games as a way to enjoy life. And that's the mentality I like right there in someone I play games with. Yeah, she'd be embarrassed. She would think it's like childish or kiddie or whatever. And once she gets into it, she would get into it.
Level 24?
And she would be level 24. Okay, so he can heal himself for an insane amount. Oh my god. Okay, where's this? Hold up. Flare.
Snapshots of your Pokemon.
Don't do it. Honestly, just keep doing that. Flare and bio right in the face. Quickly, quickly. Quicklier, quicklier. Before bad breath gets a bad roll. Okay, we're good, we're good. Whew. It's just... I notice his mana isn't going up either. That's a lot of mana for that, but whatever. I don't want to move the moon phase forward, though. Which sucks, because I don't have a lot of heals here. Oh, that's actually a good question. Do we have Plazona? We have Esuna. That'll work. A little expensive, but whatever. Gets rid of it. I should probably save after I got rid of the poison. So my pick would be Celeste from 6. So now I have to pick across all of them, right? So what do we come up with? Did I do 4? Oh, well, in 5 I picked Ferris. In 6 I picked Celeste. In 7 I picked Cloud. In 8 I went with Zell. In 9 it was Steiner. In 10 it was... Did I pick someone from 10? Yuna. That's right, Yuna. That's right, 4 was Rosa. And then 10 to... I just skipped over. 12 I went with Pinello. And 13 is not applicable. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. No, don't waste your mana. I mean, well, I might as well kill him now. Since we've already burned the mana. Whatever. Fine. I mean, sure, 13 would be Zaz, and he'd be off at the poker table not playing video games with me. But there's no better option, so... If I played with FF13, I'd be playing... Yeah, I'd be playing with Dodge, exactly. Zaz would drop off Dodge, and that's who I'd be playing with. Of those, I think I'd be most tempted by... Celeste, Cloud, or Steiner. One of those 3, I think. I barely remember 13-2 other than the ridiculous plot, but just don't. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Cloud would be a lot of fun, especially once he got over some of his issues. Celeste, once she got past her embarrassment, would also similarly be very fun. And Steiner... Oh, dude, Steiner would just be a ball. Now, hang on. So let's adjust this question slightly. So, you've got your person, you're playing games with them. But then you have to invite one of the FF characters to... Let's say go out to dinner. Not in a romantic way. Just, you're heading out to dinner. So don't bring Gao, is what I'm trying to say. Oh? Oh yeah, Steiner would get a little too into it. That is the issue there. Cloud wouldn't do that. He'd be too embarrassed to. You know, I probably shouldn't even be fighting this. I get so little benefit from fighting enemies at this point in the game. Ignis would know the best restaurants. let me think about this. So from 4 going out for dinner. I'm tempted by Edward. You know Edward's got a palate, right? You know he knows good food. And I don't mean, like, expensive food. I mean good food. Pyron would be a good pick. I'll actually give you that. Yes and no, Mr. Red. And Galuf still has all his teeth. Magic. Yeah, exactly, Reggie. Yeah. No. Edward, honestly, I might have just found my pick for the entire FF series. Edward would be such a great pick for heading out to a restaurant. Depends if I have my boxing gloves, Travis, yeah. Oh yeah, Edward would be super polite about the whole thing. Like, okay. Okay. Well, Flare. Well, see, I'm a little bit biased here because I don't drink. We should have a drinking one. So let's do drinking next. Let's work on food first. No food. No food. Go eat your halal that nobody's been eating. This is the weirdest Marlboro. This is pretty bad. This shred. Yeah, this is a thing. Where was I? I just did 4. 5 Galuf would no. Lena from 5. Yeah, no. Full tilt. Lena would know, for most the same reason as Edward. Lena would know the nice places, and she would be accommodating if you have any allergies, right? If you have any, like, if you're a vegetarian or if you're vegan or part vegan or anything like that, she would be super understanding about that. Then 6, I had to pick Edgar, because it's the 3rd royal in a row, but it's not my fault. There's too many royals in this franchise. What do you want from me? Okay. Cyan would be a good pick. Cyan would be also kind of a royal. Also Setzer, I think. Setzer was going to be my pick for the alcohol one, but honestly, Setzer would probably know the best cooking places, too, like the best food places. You know he can appreciate a good dish. Bahamut, what could have happened here? You can save Bahamut, right? Maybe? Is there a save nearby? Like a save state? Maybe, no, okay. Well, there's Bahamut, who is petrified. Yay! He's been petrified. Yeah, I have eyes, thank you.
No, you don't.
I can't see! Ah! He's been chained in another dimension, both his body and soul. His body's right in front of us. And if Bahamut could be captured, then the rest of the Eidolons could have been captured as well. We need to hurry to the Crystal Palace. I fear for the crystals. Now that we've left and gone everywhere else on the frickin' moon, let's go back where we started. Can I exit? Can I hit the exit spell? Do I know? Come on. Oh, thank God. I was gonna be mad if I couldn't. Okay. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So 7, right? Cait Sith. Technically Reeve, really. Reeve would know that one hole in the wall. You know the type. No. Food, Kennex Cow. We'll do drinks later. I've already said that. It's okay. I wouldn't listen to me either, Kennex Cow. Don't worry about it. But no, for real. Reeve. He would be the kind of guy who knows all the tiny little places you've never even heard of that just have really good food. Yeah, exactly. Villagers know. Like, there's this one falafel stand. Let me show you to it. Whoa, what's this? Oh my god, this is so good. Like, that's Reeve, right? So, Kate Sith. I can actually start using mana again. That's great. I will stab you, Reggie. I will stab you so hard. You can't stab the viewers. Why not? Yeah, exactly, Blizzard Snow. So then 8. I mean, the problem is Zell is just the worst possible pick there. I was thinking about Vincent. I'm not sure if he eats anymore. Zell, like, the thing about Zell is he's actually not a terrible pick. The thing is, Zell is the kind of person who would know a good, cheap Chinese place, right? He doesn't know good food. He knows good, cheap food, right? And that's a talent, and that's useful. So, let's think about some other things, right? Irving is an interesting pick. I kind of like Irving. And he probably would know some good places. Especially since he probably tries to take girls there on dates all the time. And, you know, fails. I was thinking about Laguna. The problem with Laguna... I'm trying to think how to put this into words. Laguna would totally know good places to go. And the moment he shows up, they would have one of two reactions. They'd be happy to see him. Or he'd be banned from that place. And that's it. That's the risk you run there with Laguna. Nothing his fault, of course. It was just an accident. Laguna might not have a sense of taste. In general. Squall really likes just crappy food, so he wouldn't be a good pick. Selfie, if I wanted dessert, if I wanted a good like bakery or ice cream place, I'd ask Selfie. But for food in general, I'm tempted by Irving or Quistis for pretty much the same reason. Now, I've been building up to something because the whole reason I thought of this question was 9. And here's the problem. Kuina is the correct choice. No, Kuina is the only choice in 9. Kuina is so cheating, it's not even funny. I think I could get along with them. You know, that's fair, Pillars of Snow. That's actually a valid point. Kuina might be upset that you asked them to go to a restaurant instead of asked them to cook.
I am the restaurant.
Yeah, no, exactly. Their class is literally gourmand. That's actually their in-game class.
I have a shiny Blissey. What is he?
Oh, sure.
She is, I don't know what's different about her, because she just looks like a Blissey. Like, the shiny Chansey is green.
Yeah, that doesn't look any different. Any noticeable matter. I know I have a thing right here.
Oh, it's empty.
In a separate manner. Yeah, Kuina is the Eat Mage. Still, if you really want to tell if a restaurant's no really good, that's the person you take. Where are we going? Okay. So we're about to fight another Super Doom boss fight. Tidus would choke on his food. Yeah, speaking of 10, I actually picture like whoever you ask to go to a restaurant, their response would be, "What's a restaurant?" It's a place you go where someone else cooks you food.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Just cook at home. No, because... Okay. It's just come on. Come on. I'm not sure there really is a particularly... Yeah, no, Waka's probably a good cook. He's probably had to cook. Because remember, like so many other people's in that setting, his parents died when he was a child. So he kind of had to learn, right? You're right. Tidus would know what a restaurant is. Because Xanarkand. He would be the only one. He's like, don't worry, guys, it's great. People.
What is it? I don't know, but
it's good. It's good food. Oren would too. You're right. Oh yeah, Waka would make a really good stir fry, 100%. I'm not sure there's really a solid pick from 10, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know, let's go start with the boss fight. No, the crystals. The crystals. The light has left them. You're still alive? You have my gratitude for leading me here. What? No, no! Now we have everything we need. Boss tattle! A tattle? Yes, a tattle. Shut up.
Oh, it is different. It is slightly lighter pink.
Aha!
Like,
What is this, a Leafeon situation? Hey, wait, hang on. I'm in the middle of a boss fight.
whoa, stop.
How do I stop being in the middle of a boss fight?
You stop.
Ow!
Carefully.
Okay. Alright, so, oh god, we're Black Mage boosted right now. Oh my god, she hit me for half my health!
Well, stop.
Ah! Oh my god. "12 would be Balthier, by the way. For almost the same reason as Reeve. Kind of a different expression of it, but it's the same general concept. Oh god, please live, please live, please live, please live. Okay, he died. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to happen. Thank you for doing what I wanted there. It's okay, I have life 2. I need to get Shell back up, like, right now. This is a choice right here. Okay, are we hasted right now? I don't think we are. Hang on. Haste. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a mean one. It's kind of my fault, but that's okay. I walked into this knowing. Oh, jeez, here it comes. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. The shell is doing its job. Hasted, we're shelled. Honestly, let's just get the cure train going. We're doing so much damage that if she still has 20,000 health, we'll be going through it quicker. Oh, that's a good idea. Can she be slow? Let's find out. Slow. There it is. She can be slowed. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, because Leviathan is just spending every single one of his rounds hitting my entire group with Tidal Wave. Ugh. It's okay. It was only 1,000 damage. Oh god, we're all dead. Sure. Oh, come on, heal! Heal! Yeah, he has 50 health left! I'm just sitting there like, no! No! Oh, great! And now my healer is out of the fight. Yeah, 50 health with sap, by the way. Oh, god damn it. Hang on, I gotta kill a bug. I'm sorry. I have to. It's mandatory. Ah. But I know I just said Balthier for 12, but I think Fran? God, I hate the A. The letter A sucks. I think Fran would be another good pick. You know she would know some really nice exotic food, that non-standard stuff. And it would be a great way to expand your palate. Plus, it would probably be really good for you, like whatever she knows about. And if they give you any lip, she'd beat the crap out of them.
Oh, I have to get it back up now. Hold on. Yep. So here's the shiny.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, that is so subtle. But yeah, I see it. That's the leaf.
And my shiny has flowers. But that's from the event.
I didn't think that was much of a thing.
That's from the event. What are you doing?
I want a sandwich.
Okay.
What do you want? Well, work with me here.
The sandwich, I guess. I don't know. Where you get from?
Well,
The W place?
I was thinking this place.
Okay. Did you already put yours in?
Nope, I just pulled it up. Yeah, he probably didn't earn it. That's exactly why Golbez is still... That's 100% why he still calls himself Golbez. Remember, the term Golbez was gifted to him by Zemus as an insult. You know he's just holding on to that wound, right? Okay. Okay, for Soya's back in it. We need to heal, like, immediately. She's training the mana of her own summon. That is actually funny. Wait.
What type of sandwich? Cheese. Description, cheese.
Oh, we got her. We got her.
And more cheese. Provolone.
So,
Cheddar. Swiss.
jeez, Louise says. So that was shorter than the last fight, but like in a good way. That was actually a lot more intense than the previous one. Yeah, having a summon which is just sitting there AoEing you every round just added a nice pacing to that fight. Like, keep up! She takes tons of damage. Do it. Is this girl immortal? I cannot say, but there's one thing of which I am certain. The blue planet's crystals are in peril. You gotta be kidding me. I just glanced ahead at the walkthrough. Guess what we're doing next? I'll give you a hint. We're going all the way back down the last dungeon again. Come on, game. Come on. I will call for the lunar whale. What? We must attune our crystals with the lunar whale's flight crystal. How? By the power of prayer. It's okay, that's a thing in this setting. An exit spell? What? So, we got up to 12, right? Who do you pick from 13 to go to a restaurant to? Shut up, Mr. Red. What happened? It's Mystery Girl number 3. Yeah, this is actually supposed to be a big reveal, by the way, the fact that there's multiple of these things. I've known that this whole time, of course, but you ever notice how there's a Mystery Girl in almost each of the story arcs, even though they're physically distant from each other? Now, I wouldn't blame you for just assuming that's bad geography again, because the entire game has bad geography. But for once, it was actually foreshadowing. The whole idea was that there's multiple of them, and multiple of them are all kind of doing stuff at the same time across the world. I need none of this any longer. Neither the crystals nor you. Dun dun dun. She's gone. Oh no, they're after our comrades in stasis. To the moon's core. Yeah, so now we gotta go back through the entire dungeon. Again. I am astonishingly tired of this. Log. Hang on 1 second, everyone. Why is the boss... Is the boss music going to play the entire dungeon down? I really hope not. Yeah, the Lunarians are still in stasis. We actually saw them earlier. Okay. So before we do this, let's take advantage of the free mana restore for our 2 mages. Is that Naruto, Brian? Who do you take to a restaurant from 13? That's a hell of a question, isn't it? Because they would all suck to various degrees. As usual. Having said that, Zaz. Zaz would know a really good grill. He probably knows the person who runs that place personally. Vanille would know a place it would never even occur to you to try. And they would have a food style or genre, or whatever you want to call that, that you've never had before. You might like it, you might not, but it would be unique. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Ed. Like, she'd take you to this weird vegan place that's actually really legit. Let's go back to default mode for a bit here. Or let's run. Let's just run. Let's just run. Let's just run. Yeah, Vanille is like Pinky when she's written badly, is how I would describe that. And then I guess we have... Well, 15 is Ignis. Someone already said that, and they're absolutely right. I think this is an easy pick. And nobody cares about 14. So... I mentioned drinking. So, I'm not an alcohol person, right? So this isn't like something I'm super into. Unlike Valerian over there, who is currently good. Oh, I shouldn't joke about that. I'm sorry, Valerian. Who from 16 to take to a restaurant? Honestly, I would go with the main character. Oh, no, Byron. Byron, 100%. Like, 100%, yeah. Shut up, Reggie! God damn it. I suck. Yeah, Byron is just, is the correct choice there. So, going drinking, right? Actually, let's pause that since Valerian's here.
Is Valerian recovering?
Yes. Valerian is 2 years out, I believe. Right?
Congratulations, Valerian.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you've been dry for a while. 2 years, 3 months. Own it, dude. That's awesome. Hang on, so we've done food. We've done video games and board games. What's another way you can date someone without dating them? Drugs! Yes!
Yeah, the DARE program.
The
in
what?
The States.
The what, sorry?
The DARE program.
Oh, yeah. Damn, Brigler, congrats. Oh, you know what? Yeah, movies. Who do you take to the movies? Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
What movie do you go see?
That's another good one. Okay. So, ooh, no, that's good. Walker, you're so smart. All right. So let's start with 4, right? Steiner would be such a great pick. Okay, hang on. Let's start with 4. Let's start with 4. Soya's dead. Again. No, I didn't do tactics for anything. Hang on, let's pause and rewind to tactics for a sec. Is that your first Ditto?
No, I had one already. I had a quest to catch a Ditto.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I finally got a damn Ditto.
Congrats!
I've had this quest for fucking ever.
Oh, no, 100%, Mr. Ed, and it's very frustrating. It's gonna get worse, too. Remember, we have one arc past this. Okay, so...
Open your phone. Catch the Mankey.
What am I catching?
The Mankey.
Why am I catching a Mankey?
Because it's a Ditto.
Hang on. There it is. I'm terrible at this, by the way. For anybody in chat.
You want me to catch it.
Hang on. See if it sticks. There, it stuck. Oh! It was actually a Ditto.
What's there?
This is my first Ditto. I don't really play. It's mostly my sister playing on my phone. It's just, you know,
I'm gonna trade you the Ditto.
Here. Just take. Ross would like to know what's your favorite Mexican food.
Oh, one of the local places has this burrito that's got shredded chicken and chorizo in it. That's really good
Ooh, shredded chicken chorizo burrito.
with queso on top.
Ooh,
Because anything
with queso.
is
Gotta have queso.
delicious.
You have to have queso. It is a law. That is immune to bile. Let's just run.
Seriously, Jinx, get in the damn bowl.
I love me some good chorizo. For a brief period of time, Chipotle, this is a couple years ago, had chorizo at their burritos, and I swear to God, by some magical voodoo, there was actually really good chorizo. And I ate way too much Chipotle at that particular point in my life. I've ever mentioned I'm not a huge fan of this dungeon, at least the first parts of this dungeon. Once you get past the cave section, it's alright. We'll talk about that proper when we do it properly, and not for the second time in the same game. Hang on. Well, I'll ask her in a second, Ross. I want to answer the tactics question. So who do you take out to a restaurant in Tactics? The problem is, a decent number of the people you could take out to a restaurant in Tactics would be trying to kill you. Like, imagine Dicedark, or however you say his stupid name, right? Or Delita, for that matter. Like, hey, we should try out this excellent food. Don't mind the extra almond flavor. Ophelia, I could see. I actually do have an answer, though, for Tactics, for who I would take to a restaurant. I can't think of her damn name. It's the Night Lady. It's one of the early characters you get. Agrias, that's her. I just have this... She gives me enough of that professional military vibe that you know she knows some good places from her campaigns, from her career. And she's like high enough up on the social standing to like good food, but low enough on the social standing to appreciate good food without it having to be expensive, right? Like, I feel like she would be a good pick there. While I'm doing this, I should jot down some negatives. Yeah, no, exactly, Ross. She knows how to find where the locals go. And she knows enough to trust that. Exactly, Reggie. She's got enough of a head on her shoulders to figure that. Like I said, yeah, no, Dorothea, actually, exactly the same vibe as Agrias there. A little more fleshed out, because Agrias is kind of a non-character, which is a shame. That's always been my biggest complaint about Tactics. There really aren't a lot of characters that join your party. There's a lot of great villains, but almost everyone who joins your party stops being a character the moment they join your party. Which sucks. Where the hell am I going?
Left.
Okay, we'll try left. I don't think I'm going left. We'll try it. Nice, Valerian. Hopefully. We'll hopefully even see it someday. God, I'm brain dead. What was the first question I asked before the restaurant question? It was the first question Mr. Red asked, actually. Oh, video games. Who do you play video games with in Tactics? Sid? Woohoo! Oh my god, Valerian. I don't have anything against Sir Orlando, the Thunder God. But he feels like he would be a higher tier of the same idea with Agrias. What I mean by that is, he would know the rich places to hit. And he would have enough, like, he's a decent enough person to not be a swaggering asshole when he walks in. But still, he'd take you to the aristocrat spots, right? I kind of want someone who knows more, like, the good places, the more down-to-earth places. And I don't think Sid would know those. Save. So, video games, right? I can't even think of her name. What's Ramza's sister? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mr. Ed. It'd probably be good. But it'd still be that, you know?
Yeah.
Alma. That sounds right. I was going to say Arma or something like that, but yeah, Alma sounds correct. I feel like she would be the kind of person who would just have the exact right mentality to just sit down and enjoy a game with someone, right? She's just there to have fun, and she likes, you know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how else to add that. I just get the vibe from her that she would just be very fun to play video games with. Well, there is a solution for that. Okay, so now rewinding a bit. Movies. FF4. You know Kane. So rather than answer the question who I'd want to go with, let's just figure out which movies they'd go to, right? So Kane would want to watch that sappy romance film, right? He'd hide it, but he'd want to go there, and he would be bawling the entire time. They were meant for each other. Why did he have to die? And it wouldn't be the good sappy romance movies. It would just be the sappy romance movies. Why did he choose her? The other guy was... Yeah, that would be Kane. Cecil? Don't worry about it, Zara. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Kane would be Team Jacob. Exactly. Yeah, Cecil... Yeah, I don't know what else. Like, Cecil would be into... It's kind of an insult, if I'm being honest. He would... I'm trying to think, like, what the most... The Jibba Jibba? Okay. I feel like Cecil would be into boring films.
You want to go see documentaries?
Yeah, documentaries was actually exactly my first thought. But epics? I could see that. I don't know. Because, yeah, there is that kind of epic tone, and the MCU definitely does that. But yeah, exactly. Cecil would watch the stuff that non-movie fans go to watch. I don't mean that as an insult. It's just, you know what I mean, right? There's people who go watch movies because they love movies, you know, or are cinemaphiles or whatever. And then there's people who watch movies because it's a way to spend an afternoon, and that would be Cecil. So, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I don't think he would have a place, yeah, a specific movie he would go to watch. He would watch whatever you want to watch. He has no preference. Yeah, whatever you're down for. Rosa? Action flicks. What? We know she's into that. Oh yeah, Cecil would totally pay for popcorn. 100%. Yeah, no, right? Like, Rosa would just like the vibe of... She would be the kind of person who would actively want to go watch Commando in the theaters. That's not a dig, by the way. I love Commando. It's probably one of the best of that particular era of action flicks. Don't work, don't work, don't work, don't work. Thank you. So let's see. Rydia? Yeah, exactly, Reggie. I'm torn on Rydia. See, my first thought was Rydia would be the one who likes the old Disney films, but the thing is, I'll tell you exactly what would happen. And I mean this. Rydia would sit down, start watching, Bambi or whatever, and then hate it. Like, the moment it got a little bit too real, right? Rydia would stop being into it. Now, the Renaissance films, I could see more of that. Although, Rydia would just lose it during, for example, the Stampede, right? In Lion King. Like, that might actually be triggering for her. No. I'll tell you what Rydia would like. She would like Pixar films. Because Pixar films tend to have emotional gut punches without having traumatizing gun punches, right? That's... yeah, that's gonna suck. Oh, so we killed that guy now, whatever. Wow, this really sucks going through the last dungeon with the last dungeon's mobs. With 2 mages. Oh, it's probably, yeah, Reggie. Okay, so hang on. So now we move on to, I guess Edward is next? Edward's elitist. I don't have a nice word to say. He is super elitist about films. And he is the kind of person, yeah, avant-garde, no, you get it, right? He would be the kind of person who's just, you've got to go see this film. I just saw it at the Indie Festival. It's great. It's transforming. It's transformative. You've got to watch it with me. Okay, sure. I'll go watch this film with you. Whatever. And you watch it and you're like, yeah, he's the guy who will not shut up about how 2001 Space Odyssey's ending is amazing. That's Edward right there. So then Yang, or no, Tella. I skipped over Tella. Tella doesn't watch movies. Tella reads books. He just, you go treat yourself to the film, Sonny. I'm gonna stay back and read. Yeah, Tella might enjoy really older films like Casablanca, Citizen Kane. What's the other big one? Sound of Music, stuff like that. If you took Tella to Ocean's 11, he'd be really excited until he found out it was the more recent one. Yeah, Gone with the Wind. That's Tella. Is this right? God, I'm trying to remember where I am with this stupid dungeon. Oh, absolutely. Tella would watch any fantasy movie and be like, that's not how magic works. Why do these people do research before they make their films? Like that would be Tella. This film's too unrealistic. Because of the orcs? No! It's Wingardium Leviosa. Come on. Hi, Elizar. Okay, so now Yang, finally. I've been trying to move forward to Yang for a while. God, this dungeon is so long. Sure, push-ups. I know you secretly hate films. I did Cecil. Cecil's boring. He doesn't have a pick. He goes to whatever you want to see. He does not care. He does not care. See, the thing is, I feel like Yang is into martial arts films, but like the good ones. He's picky about it, right? He likes to... What was that absolutely bonkers insane Indian film that came out several years ago, like 10 years ago now, actually, and was just insanely over the top in the best possible way. I think that's it. RRR. Hang on, let me double check myself. Hang on. Is this it? 2022? Is it that recent? I thought this was a long time ago. That is it, though. That is the one I was thinking about. He went 2D. What do you want from me, Kasumi? But he would see Eat Man, right? If for those who've seen that film, that's the kind of thing that Yang would want to go see. He would want to see the really nice martial arts films, not just schlock, because there's a lot of those. Although I've seen Eat Man, that's a film. Let's just pop this. Screw it. Hang on. Let me finish the 4s push-ups, then I'll switch to you. So after him, we get Palom and Porom. Palom really thinks he likes R-rated movies until he finally gets into one, and he's bored by it. But he really wants to get in there and see that R-rated film. And he watches, he's like, this is dumb. Where's all the blood? I don't... What is this? Yeah. Meanwhile... Where's the boobs? I wanted to see boobs! God! Porom. I feel like Porom would be our musical person, right? I feel like she'd be the one who'd really be into musicals of all of them, of the 4s. Yeah, most movies don't know how to use the R rating, quite frankly. Even good films that are R-rated tend to not be good because they're R-rated. Like, I like Lethal Weapon, but that film is not a good film because of the R rating. Yeah, exactly. Porom goes to see Wicked and is like, yeah! Hang on, so that's Palom, Porom, we're running through this. So we've got Edge. Is that it, actually? For 4? Oh, absolutely, Walker. So, Edge... Let me think about that for a second. Just enjoy the music for a second. Oh, Porom would cosplay to go to the musicals, 100%. She would go with green paint. Green face paint, 100%. Yeah, see, I was going to say, I feel like Edge would be the kind of person who actually likes the R-rated movies. Why are you attacking? And he's dead. Fusoya, you are not worth the effort, I swear to God. Who would be into horror movies? Of 4? Oh, Edge would love John Wick. I only have 5 Phoenix Downs left. See if we can at least get closer. We do have a boss fight coming up. I'm not sure any of the 4 cast would be into horror movies. I'd have to think about that. If any of them would, I think Rosa would be closest. I still don't think she'd be into it. I think she's as close as we get in 4. Although Edge probably would too. No. Edge would go to horror films to laugh. He treats them as comedies. Which, admittedly, is what I do too, but whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sid. God, what would Sid be into? Just the ones that actually bother me, Mr. Red. Sid would be into Fast and the Furious. You know, actually, yeah. That I completely vibe with that. Sid would be into that 100%. The Thing does not bother me, no. So hang on. So I think we've gone through all of Forrest's characters. I ordered to do that. Let me rewind a bit. So Eleazar asked, what do I think of a game or show that would pit platformers like Mario and Crash Bandicoot against cartoon characters like Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny, and SpongeBob? So, like, a video game Smash, except not Nintendo focused? I could see that. I wouldn't be into it personally, but I could see it. So Pushups asks a really good question. How do we continue Freya's story without it stopping cold? Now, for those of you not aware, semi-spoilers, there's a character in Final Fantasy IX called Freya, who is an awesome character. One of my favorite characters in that game, except her character arc just straight up stops dead at a certain point in time. Every line of dialogue she has after that is performative at best. She actually acts more as an aspect of Amaranth's extremely truncated character arc than her own. So what do we do with her? Well, speaking as a writer, my first thought is, well, we've already concluded one arc, so we start another one. Which means we're basically at blank sheet syndrome. We can do whatever we want with her. We could take her in any direction, because she's on her own. She's worked through some of her stuff. She's moved past her guilt at what happened. She is helping the Clarins to recover from the tragedy that befell them. She's finally found her one true love. Like I said, we can take that in whatever direction. I could see doing a romance story with her, not just because I think a romance story would work for her and Sir Fradley, but also because I feel like we could do more than just a romance story there. I feel like there's a story to be told about her rediscovering whether or not she likes the new person who is not Sir Fradley, right? Like, his memories are gone. That's not the man she fell in love with, right? So, kind of having that rotating around each other thing. She's hesitant, of course, because she has all these fond memories of someone who is, for all intents and purposes, dead. You could even have some drama there as she puts unfair expectations on the new Fradley, who is not the old. And is never going to be that person again. Because he never recovers, if you remember. He never gets his memories back. I would prefer he does not regain his memories. But also, again, even in the ending of FF9, he does not regain his memories. So, within the story frame we're talking about, which is the latter half of FF9, he would not have recovered his memories yet. So, still, no. This is starting to hurt. Come on. Come on. Run. Run, Golbez! Or die. You know what? Sure. We run or we die. And yeah, I think he could do some cool stuff with her having to cope, I think is the word I would use, with having to work with Alexandrians in general, considering how many issues they caused her personally. Yeah, actually, push-ups. That's exactly the vibe I was thinking. So, of the characters we just mentioned, who would I most want to go to a movie with of those? Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards Rosa. I hate to pick her again, but, you know, I like a good action flick. It would be Rosa or Sid, I think. I could gel with either of those. Five isn't as interesting to talk about as usual, because there's only 5. Party members in 5. Galoof would be with Edge, and for the exact same reason. He likes to go to the R-rated stuff. No. Please, let us reach them in time. As we can see, Kane's already been through here. I shall pray as well, my sons. Dude, you're dead. Cluya, stop interfering, okay? You've done, like, 3 separate plot-relevant events in this game alone. You've been dead for decades. Go away. How is the Elder alive? Where's the timeline here? What is it, Elder? Oh, this... Okay, so this is when... So Kane had to have happened right... No, this actually makes sense. I take it back. So Kane got split. Porum is about to go to Ordeals. And then find Kane and come back with him. This is the beginning of Porum's and about the middle point of Kane's. Bartz likes any films. He doesn't care. He's kind of like Cecil, but for a different reason. He just doesn't care. He's just there to have a good time. Len likes really, like, saccharine, almost, romance games. Or movies. What would Ferris like? Father? Cluya. Yeah, Indiana Jones style. Or, oh god, what's that? Romancing the Stone. That would be... Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. That would be Ferris. 100%. Alright, boss time. Time to fight the little girl and... The last crystal has shattered. Going on? I could see that push-ups, yeah. Yeah, for some reason in the DS version, Zeromus was represented by a purple tornado. I've never understood that choice. There's no doubt about it, the crystals are gone. There's nothing left to hold him back any longer. Yeah, we're just randomly fighting Zeromus again. If we fail, both we Lunarians and the Blue Planet have no hope left. You understand what needs to be done, Golbez. It's fine, Mr. Ed, it's fine. It's just Zeromus, again. Somehow. Don't ask questions. God, this is such a weak version of this song. Slow. Malice, actually. Oh my god, they're slow. You know, at least when they played the Four Fiends song for fighting Kane's Shadow, that was extremely appropriate and kind of fit. This just feels like, hey, remember? Hey, remember? It was a great scene, which just weirded me out, let me tell you what. Yeah, Kane pulls a straight-up persona. I am thou. Thou art I. Yeah, I mean, Altell is still dead. Although he did actually have an appearance to Edward. Basically telling Edward, dude, go get laid. It was right at the end of the Kane scenario, Playtable. I healed. I don't think Sonic 1 will score very well. I anticipate Sonic 2 will score decently. I don't know Sonic 3, I've never played it. Sonic CD will probably suck. I don't remember what else is on the list. Sonic Mania will probably score very well. It's Sonic Mania. It's the beloved. Yes! Hard-boiled one. Twin Meteor! Cannot be destroyed as long as nostalgia exists in the hearts of men. Evil is evolution at its purest. That's not true. It is time, Golbez. To the Blue Planet. I have not, Mr. Red. Is Fusoya dead? Yeah, no, Sonic 2 is the Sonic I have the most familiarity with of the older ones. And, I don't think I've ever beaten it without cheating. So hey, remember the ending of FF4? Farewell. Oh my god, Maze, no! That's where the beard went. Farewell, my brother. It's fine. Zeromus is small potatoes compared to what we're dealing with. That is not a joke, by the way. Oh, they're all dead, Kasumi. Everyone's dead. Zeromus killed everyone. This is literally just copy-pasted the ending from FF4DS. Except without the audio, which is really strange because they have the audio. They would have to put extra work in to remove the audio. Good afternoon, Evo. Yes, and here's a scene. Is another scene from FF4, which also had voice acting. Oh, spoilers. Golbez is Cecil's brother. That's the first time we've heard that song in this game. What the crap hell is this nonsense? I guess Kasumi? I mean, it's not like they didn't have inconsistent voice acting anyways. So, I don't know. Oh. It has its flaws, as every version of FF4 does, but it's still pretty solid. It is probably the best story-wise FF4. Whereas Pixel Remaster takes it on the gameplay axis. Ooh, really? Alright, Golbez. Is that all the power you possess? A pity. Well, I was too late, Maze. Damn it! No! So yeah, this is when Rydia is about to save us. Or them, excuse me. Listen, Reggie. I knew what fight we were in. I mean, I'm just gonna play it on PC when we get there, Blue. That's true, Blade Travel. I don't know. Nobody cares about wit. Nobody gives one whit about wit. Meanwhile, again, just greatest hits here. Oh god, you're right. This is a direct-to-DVD thing. That's exactly what's going on here. I'll just take that ebony blade. Thank you. I actually don't remember what he used in this fight, so whatever. Hang on, I know I'm here to kill. Die, Tella. God, that's much worse, Blade Travel. Meteor's time has come at last. Let my life fuel the spell that ends his. Still a good line. Impossible. Why do you hesitate? Oh my god! It's just, come on! I'm not reading any of this. So. FF7 movies. Cloud would probably be a legitimate movie geek, right? So, he's into everything. Like, whatever you want to see, he could probably not only pick a specific movie that's a good example of that genre, but he wants to go see it with you. Like, he can't wait to chat about it. The downside with Cloud is he's going to be a talker. Now, I like that. I like having someone to chat with during a movie. But that's not for everyone. I feel like Tifa would be super into the romance films. Barrett's all about comedies. Oh, and you know what? Actually, yeah, Barrett would also be into Disney films. I agree. It is a cool effect. I agree with that. Hmm. Yeah, Tifa would be super into romance, 100%. Yeah, Young Cloud, I agree, push-ups. Yeah, Eris is all about action flicks. It's for pretty much the same reason Rosa is, actually, but much more so. There's a reason Eris is the super tomboy of the crew. She would probably also like horror movies for the exact same reason. Yeah, so action horror, that's Eris, 100%. Let's see. Red 13, Nanaki? Hmm. What would Red 13 like? Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. No. I like Kasumi's idea. Red pretends to be into the classics, but actually finds them really boring. And really just likes silly kid stuff. Now, I don't think Red would be so bad as to like Illumination films. Nobody would like Illumination films. But you know what I mean. Red has never forgotten the one time he sat down to watch Brave Little Toaster, and he has never gotten over it. He was expecting a zany romp. JPEG's just sliding around in space. Ugh, finally! God! For Watership Down. Oh my gosh. Okay. We did it. We just have the longest chapter left. Yuffie likes any underdog story. Like half of the films that came out in the 80s, right? Yuffie loves watching, like, the pluck... Yuffie would like, Mighty Ducks, for example, right? Now, one moment. I do want to get at least a little bit of this in here. But before we do, I'll be right back. Oh, absolutely. Yuffie would like Rocky 4, 100%. Yeah, speaking of, this is the long... There's no way in hell we're doing this tonight. I just want to take a chunk out of it. This is the big one. As the world is cloaked in darkness, Rydia and Edge fly the Falcon across the skies in search of their old friends. Meanwhile, King Cecil of Baron turns his blade on Kain, Rosa, and Theodore inside his castle. The world, pelted by meteors, is being laid to waste. Can anything be done to stop the approaching moon? Which... Okay. Are these all... What? I don't understand the interface. So I guess I'll just do this. Right? Maybe? No. Meanwhile... Huh? Where did you come from? The Man in Black. Yeah, basically everything we've done is kind of the prologue for this, which is just discouraging is the word I would use. Meteors falling towards us from the moon. Hey, it's everyone's favorite song. Trouble, Bangalore. What is it? Meteors are bombarding the land. Countless waves of them. What? King Edward. Oh, what will become of us? You're all gonna die. Calm down, Chancellor. We cannot afford to lose our heads. He's right. We've got to maintain control of ourselves until Jan comes back with Ursula. I cannot believe this. It's hitting the Roach limit. The moon, it's falling. It is hitting the Roach limit. It's okay, we'll summon Ragnarok and grab a crystal thing and... Anyways. Ah! What's going on here? We do not have the luxury of time. You, spill everything you know, right now. How about starting by telling us who you are, for one? Look out! Meteor! Punch it, boys! We need to get out of here. Unbelievable. Meteors are flying all over the land as far as the eye can see. Whoa, what are you doing? Slow pan. What are you... We're heading towards Baron Castle. You could have just said go to Baron, Gulbez. I know you don't have people skills because you were mind controlled for most of your life. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you all. Theodore, Rosa, Sid. And most of all, Kain. Cecil. Father. Yeah, sorry, I'm a total badass now, Cecil. The Planet Eater. That's a subtitle for you. Oh, the skies are all dark now. What is this, FF16? What form of treachery is this? Off we go. Hold it! You two stay and watch the Falcon. Can we just get on the Falcon and go? No, we cannot. Okay, damn. It's a hell of a party makeup. Yeah, we should be okay. Oh god, everything's pink! What the? It's the same glow as the one coming from the Tower of Babel. Is there no way for us to break through? Where are you going? We must find another way inside. Stop, wait! Poor Edge. Golbez is just no-selling him constantly. Oh, hey, there's a meteorite here. Interesting. Baron King Cecil. Ah! Zombie! Golbez is like, nah, it's amateur. Let me show you how real people edge it up. Listen, we'll never have another reused dungeon, ever again. Avoid the other soldiers now. You merely adopted the edge. Master Sid! Who is it? Shh, don't go outside. No, it's alright, it's me, Luca. Huh? Yeah, we just happen to have Sid's protege with us. Luca, Rydia, and Edge, too. Oh, it's a relief to see all of you safe. Do you know of my father, or of King Cecil? We're in the midst of searching for them, but you know that stubborn old man better than I do. I'm sure he's doing just fine. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's me, Golbez. Open up. Ah! In some of the Paper Mario games, every now and again, Bowser just kind of roams town like a normal person. And he's just there because he's hanging out or because he wants a drink or whatever. And everyone sees him and is like, ah, it's Bowser! And he's just like, what? Ooh, hot dogs. I want to get a hot dog. Okay, hold up. That is a good question, Trihexia. We know Golbez got weaker when he stopped being possessed, so... Okay. We're free. Believe it or not, we just hit the freedom point of this game. Okay, so... Oh, God. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he's still a baller with a black mage. Yeah, now, we just... Literally, this is not actually a joke. This is our first time we could just go wherever. In the whole game. We've been pretty directed up until now, if you pay attention. There's meteors all over the place now. Could you stop screwing up my planet, please? Please? Yeah, there's a reason the Freedom Point is usually associated with when you get the airship, or when you get the last airship, as is applicable. feel like we should go ahead and grab a little bit of everything. So let's be thorough, shall we? So we got this, right? Yes, okay. Hang on, let's be big and buff here. Get out of the way. Oh, that's probably why. Edge, could you suck slightly less for a few seconds? I've even got Rydia healing you. What more do you want from me, man? Come on. I mean, this game has a lot of padding. Several people have pointed out several times that, you know, yeah, it's because this was originally episodic, and it took months to come out, bit by bit. So they wanted you to keep playing the previous section for as long as possible. That doesn't make it better. It just explains why. Let's go over here. See if we can do this properly. Nope, looks like we can't. Ah, that's okay. Right, next. Yes, launch the ship. Launch the ship, please. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much, Reggie. Yeah, I didn't experience it that way, obviously. My first real exposure to this game was the PSP version. But still... Ah! Oh, for God's sakes, where's this stupid chest? Look, I don't think Edge has any skills other than dying. I dislike having to hit yes launch every time I go to the ship, but whatever. I mean, I imagine they wanted Edge to be badass. He just isn't. Because remember, the ninja characters are almost always badass in any of these games. Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna go myself, Maze. No, I didn't do movies for 6. I kind of skipped over 6, as I often do. And jumped ahead to 7. Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly, Reggie. And Rydia's dead. Okay, that's cool. And Luke is dead. Golbez is mildly irritated. Okay. This is interesting. Whatever. Swing for the fences. That's true. I mean, I could see that, Doctor. I don't see any issues there. Alright, so hang on. Let's go outside. Let's advance time so we're not, like, completely nerfed. Where's my tents? There they are. Yeah, this is basically my combined inventory, so I suddenly have 50 tents lying around. That'll do it. Take two. Wow. Just wow. Fire... black magic is actually reduced right now, and there's still one or two shotting my party members. Just... wow. So, you have two choices, Mr. Red. Three, technically, but I'm not going to count grinding. Do you want to get the ultimate shield spell of death with the shield rod? Or do you want to get the ultimate sword of death? Both involve some work. And Luca is one shot. Good God. Shield, huh? So, funny thing, I don't know where the shield is by memory. Because I usually don't go for that. Wow, I am just getting murdered! Why am I so underpowered for this fight? What the crap? I mean, granted, I'm in my 20s. And as Maze mentions, I should probably be in my 40s at this point. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna give up on that chest. Jesus. I don't know where to grind in FF4. The only place there's only two places I've ever grinded in FF4. One is the last dungeon, and the other is the Giant of Babel. And obviously this is an FF4, so I'm not sure that helps me anyways. Hello, Evo. Well, we're in the final chapter, and the first encounter I've encountered has been wiping the floor with me so thoroughly that I'm trying to figure out how to boost my power levels a bit. But don't worry, we've only got about a third of the game left. Oh, hey, I should actually have the Ebony Blade. Oh, that's nice. Massively lower damage, but increases everything else by a ton. I think we'll go with Ice Brand, though. Yeah, I like how it still says Man in Black, even though we've already played as Golbez. We have to have played as Golbez to even reach this chapter. We know he's Golbez. Whatever. Maybe they just really like the song, I don't know. He's fine, Matt Overlord, he's fine. You worry too much. Somebody has frozen the entire castle solid. Well, fair, but well. Oh hey, we have 99 high potions all of a sudden. We have basically everything. Jeez Louise. Can someone Google for me? Where's a good leveling spot in After Years? Much as I don't particularly want to do that. That might honestly be our option at the moment. We are playing as Golbez and Luca and Rydia and Edge. And that sounds like a power team, and that's because it isn't. This team sucks. Like, we're having issues, is what I'm trying to say. This is not great. Hang on. Luca was actually in the first game. She was a little younger back then, because it was 17 years ago. She was the dwarven girl whose necklace opened the way to the sealed cave. If you remember that. Let's just do it. Can we beat a random ass encounter? We'll find out today. That Rydia isn't exactly great right now either. That's an attack. See, I like my ladies dexterous. Look at that. It's just... Also, Edge is doing his given job, as usual, tanking the floor. Keep on keeping on, Edge. I'm just gonna leave him dead, I don't care. So, the other option is grindy, Mr. Red. Yeah, I've actually already looked. The guide I'm following has already told me what I should be using for my final party. And Theodore's in that party. That's gonna suck. But Edge is as well. Sigh. Frickin' Edge. I can't even use the in. Oh my god. Fine. Just because I have like 50 of these things. Get up, Edge. You waste of everything. And yeah, that's the real problem, is we've just advanced time. So where are we at now? Ugh. No, alright. Yeah, this might be a little off-camera-y here. As much as I love grinding on camera. Let me tell you, I love grinding on camera. I have not played Jamal. That's the other option, Mr. Ed. You probably know that because you've probably watched me do it. The really frustrating part is it's completely worth it. It's good experience, good money, and when the weapon drops, you're good to go. Forever. Yeah, I'll look into it. See what kind of options we have here. I suppose I could talk about movies in FF6 really quick. But I think I am going to go ahead and cut off soon-ish here. So let me think about this. Terra. What kind of movies would Terra like to watch? Ice Whip. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I feel like Terra, in contrast to what I mentioned earlier, would not enjoy Pixar films, but would actually really get into Disney films. In fact, I think Terra, who has already worked through her trauma, you know, unlike Rydia, would actually, like, sympathize with, you know, like, the Lion King scene or the Hunchback scene or stuff like that. She would just be like, oh, those poor people. So yeah, I think the really good Disney films would be something good for Terra. Locke? Hang on, villains is easier because there's only like one of them. Locke? I feel like Locke would be with Ferris, right? Adventure flicks. Oh, there's the Chocobo summon. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first summon of the entire game. Yeah, he would call Indiana Jones a treasure hunter, exactly. Well, I want a trap laboratory. Oh my god, there we go. Edgar? What would Edgar be into? Yeah, as much as I hate myself for saying it, I think Edgar would be into, like, the really cheesy romances. You know, You've Got Mail, right? Sabin's trickier. A little too quiet, don't you think? Yeah, they're all dead. There are people inside. I can feel it. I can sense it in the force. Ant. Oh wow, this looks really weird. But yeah, there's just ant lions here. Oh no, I've got it. So you remember how Yang likes really good kung fu movies? Sabin likes really bad kung fu movies. Salmon likes the schlock. Yes, we can understand. The moon's causing things, blah, blah, blah. None of this is new. Wait. Rydia, please spare their lives. They're not the ones at fault here. Ugh. Fair enough. I'll go easy on them when I can afford to. Anyways. Let's see. So after Sabin would be, I guess, Shadow. I feel like Shadow doesn't watch movies. Right? Like, that just feels correct. Yeah, Shadow just works. He's just... No, I'm good. Don't you want to go watch a movie? No. Want to relax? No. Okay. I guess... Alright. Here. After Shadow would be... I suppose Gao would be next. I feel like Gao would actually unironically like nature documentaries because he would actually study them. Like, he would be learning. He also likes the pretty pictures. Ooh, what kind of movies would Cyan like? Family movies, yeah. Oh, and some Kurosawa flicks. But, oh, and westerns. All of those fit. All of those fit. These monsters here, don't mind me. Just, yep, don't mind me. Who goes there? Halt. Hi, Harley. Harl. Whatever her name is. You're Rydia of Mist, yes? I can tell by your bathing suit. I believe you are Harley, Royal Secretary to King Edward. I thought so. You've accompanied Edward to Mist many times. Where is Edward? Well, he's in Baron right now. He joined Rosa and Theodore on a ship to Baron. We all know the best that Baron's been since then. Who knows what could have happened to them. I have faith in King Edward. He isn't someone who would fall into the enemy's hands so easily. You're right. He would run away first. We will guard this castle with all our forces. Our lord's fate we leave in your hands. Okay. Please, take me with you. I'm a player character, too. I'd reconsider that. This isn't exactly staid clerical work here. I would like to formally request you join you as well, sir. What? There's no one in the world who cares more for our lord than you, Harley. Just kiss him. God! His dead wife even is trying to hook you two up. Anyways, she's going to join us on the airship. We'll talk to all these people about it. I'm here for treasure. Where's my loot? Oh, my loot. Where's my loot? No dude. Where was I? So we did Cyan. After Cyan, we already did Gal. We did Shadow. So that leaves us with Setzer. Yeah, I was trying to think of something high stakes, something energetic, something that would really get his heart rate going, and Thrillers is a good pick. Oh yeah, good heist movie he'd be into too. I'm sorry, did you just say that? If only King Edward was here for us in our time of crisis. Dude! Everyone's lamenting the loss of the king. Jeez Louise. Can you imagine the moon on a collision course? Yeah. Don't worry, it won't hit. Physics will get in the way first. Seriously, the speed a planetoid has to be going to actually collide with another planet and not get shredded is insane. Where was I? So... It is very weird, Maze. I'm mostly just making fun of it at this point. Like, I don't know what this nonsense is. There it is. So we did Setzer. Let's see. After Setzer, I think, is Realm and Strago. So you remember how Palom thinks he likes rated R films, but doesn't? Realm totally does. Realm likes watching, like really gritty, violent films. And and laughing at them and enjoying them and be like, yeah, chop his head off. That's Realm. Strago would like whatever he thinks is popular right now. In other words, he doesn't actually like anything. He's just trying to stay hip. He's not a big film person. He's just like, yeah, I like the MCU. I love that part when Iron Man blasted the tank. That was rad. That's Strago. And that just leaves Umaro, who is Umaro. I almost out of that. And Gogo, who likes whatever you like. And, of course, Celeste. Celeste is interesting, because you remember how I mentioned how Tara has worked through her trauma, and so she likes films like that? I don't think Celeste would have. Where is my airship? Oh, there it is. I could see Celeste being into comfort films, though. Gogo is objectively the worst character in FF6, but the thing is, that puts him above most characters in other RPGs. That's not a joke. He is insanely useful, and can be turned into literally whatever you want him to be, which is kind of the point. Yeah, exactly, Doctor Who. And Edge is dead. Yeah, Gogo is an FF5 character who stumbled into FF6 and is not Daryl. Sure, Zar. No, Kefka would find that boring, push-ups. Kefka actually doesn't like any film because they're all boring to him. Is that everyone? Oh, I didn't actually answer the Celeste one, did I? Hello, sister. Thank you. What? Sorry?
I opened one of the cookies and took a bite.
Okay. Did you like?
No.
Oh. Well, that answers it. Good to know. And I'll stop there because that's all. So, okay, you asked about the villains. So we can actually go back to 1 for villains. So what is Garland like? Garland really likes the... Oh my god, I actually gained some levels. Holy crap. Old Soviet propaganda films, unironically. He watches those and he gets caught up in the fervor, right? He's just like, yes, yes, we will triumph. We will strike. And he's just right lockstep with that, right? Mateus? Oh god, what would Mateus be into? Yeah, exactly, right. He's just like, yeah! Please let me go. Thank you. Wow. Jack Garland. He sneers at movies. Movies are beneath him. Then he plays Limp Bizkit. Oh my god, do I not have any? I don't think I have any. Which means like... It was high random. This game sucks. We actually encountered our first decent boss in the entire game. And then we found another one. Oh god. Yeah, Mateus, I don't know, he's got that ego going for him too, though. And Edge is dead. That's... Right, it's a freaking game, I swear to god. Mateus watches David Bowie and thinks, I don't think look anything like him. Jesus Christ, Edge, stop dying for 5 seconds! 5! That's all I'm asking. And Rydia's dead too. And they're weak to nothing. Of course they are. No, I think Mateus would look at them and just be like, ugh, pathetic. Right? Like, he would just sneer at the whole thing. Where was it? There it is. So the Cloud... I'm not sure they have enough of a mind to, like, be into any movies, so that's probably a nothing burger there. So let's just move on to Zemus. Now, Zemus, who is canonically a huge speciesist, would absolutely be into, like, Nazi propaganda stuff. Zand? Who I'm never going to call Zonde, by the way. Don't ask me to. Life extension documentaries. No, that's it. He'd be into medical dramas. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I was not expecting this. Huh. Oh my god. Okay, so we're dead. Cool. Listen, the past is awful. Have you ever been to the past? I have. Ugh. Never going back. Okay, what's our current moon phase? Sure, that should be fine, I guess. Zema is already said it covered Zemus. Zand, medical dramas. X-Death, unironically, would watch comedies. Bad comedies, like Adam Sandler stuff, right? That would be X-Death's thing, and he would find them hysterical. Kafka doesn't watch anything. They're all boring. Hopefully tomorrow, Evo. We'll see. Sephiroth? I don't know what Sephiroth would like. Yeah, exactly, Pleasures now. Okay, so the problem is I don't remember off the top of my head, sorry. To my knowledge, there is a specific way to ensure that Shadow never leaves. I don't remember the exact formula off the top of my head, because there is a formula that plays for that section of the game. It's just not hugely important, because it usually doesn't happen. Hang on a second. See if I can find this really quick here. Is it? Sephiroth likes historical. No, Sephiroth likes war movies. There you go. The hero. There we go. This is what I was looking for. Alright. Shadow leaving. Here it is. Anytime after the Imperial camp and before the floating continent, and not on the train, if Shadow's in your party, he has a 1 in 16 chance of leaving the party. If he's the only character alive, he will not run. If it is a pincer, side, or back attack, he will not run. He will also not run if he has wound, petrify, or zombie status. There you go. There's the formula right there. Boom. Done. Now, I'm going to eat dinner. Tomorrow, I might actually beat this stupid game. I'll see you guys.